Good morning everyone, this is another session on Tarot Palmistry, and in this video we will be discussing one of the topics which is quite relevant in today's world where everything has become quite hectic, work has become very stressful, and that is the keyword, stress. So we'll be discussing about stress in this video, and we'll be seeing what all are the marks in the palm, as well as through cards, tarot cards, that is, what are the different cards which we get and which relate to stress. And of course, when you do get this card, it's time for a break, or it's time for some kind of relaxation. Now in palmistry we have the topmost phalange, which is also known as the mental phalange. We also called as the intellectual phalange. And whenever you see a lot of horizontal lines over here, it's a clear indication that the person is exhausting himself and pushing in too much, and this would always lead to some kind of a problem. So whenever you have such horizontal lines, always suggest these people to take less stress, to calm down, go out for a vacation, and be more relaxed. Now other marks, of course, now we also realize that stress can be in three levels, right? One which you're aware about, one which is more so subconscious. So in the hand, the awareness or the aware stress is seen over here, over the active Mars. If there are a lot of horizontal lines, then naturally, because of your temper or because of your irritability, the stress is coming out. And when these lines or these horizontal lines start shifting downwards, it's more of the subconscious stress which you don't know. It might be some kind of an emotional upset, it can be some other stress, right? Now coming ahead, now stress is also seen. See, if you see a palm which has a lot of random lines, now the lines are all over the palm, you'll find a lot of palms in which, and I've found this in Cancerian horoscope, I found this in Pisces horoscope, because these are naturally emotional and sensitive people, and they can be very nervous and stressed out. So in these, in especially watery signs as well, you will see a lot of random lines, and that can also indicate towards a lot of stress. Now stress is also seen from the nails, and the nails, sometimes we see a lot of vertical ridges, vertical markings, very dark, and they also indicate towards it's becoming too much for the body to support, and one should be careful at that moment. Now other indications of stress, other indication of stress is seen with the help of the islands. Now we know that the islands is always a difficult phase, and it always indicates towards reduction in energy. Now of course, when your body cycle or when your energy level goes down, it's probable and it's a good chance that you will get stressed out. So whenever you see a island or a bubble shaped symbol coming up on the lines, on any line, be it the headline or the emotional line, and on any other line, we know it's stress. Now we know stress is of three types, that is, in fact it's two types, one is the conscious and one the subconscious, but why it is being caused also becomes relevant. So if the island is found on the headline, it's more so of a mental stress. If found on the heart line, it's the emotional stress. So that's how you can keep relating. If the health line is bad, then we know because of the health issue the stress is being caused. Now let us try to understand through tarot as to what are the different signs or different cards which help us in deciphering the different stress levels.
Yeah, the first, hi everyone, I am Shilpa. Okay, we start with cards that show stress and conflicts as well as tension. The first card that I would like to display is the Ten of Swords. Why Ten of Swords? You see, this doesn't mean death. It means you're completely exhausted by a certain situation and you really want to come out of that. So it means it is like, you are completely exhausted and you don't want any more of that situation happening to you. So
does it indicate towards physical or mental stress?
Both physical as well as mental, because here you see 10 swords being put on the body, so more of we can say physical stress. Then we have again Seven of Swords. Here it would be more okay, you're doing something and you are really much worried about what people are thinking about you. So here the tension and the stress comes because of the people around you. So basically not a very good card. Then we have two of swords. Why two of swords? Okay, here you see, the tension is mainly because you want to do something in your life and you are not giving yourself the freedom required to do the thing. So it is like, basically we can tell this is more of self obstacles, or restricting oneself to do things. So we don't do things and then we get tensed about such things.
Very relevant.
And then we have five of swords. Again, here tension and conflicts happen because people around you are much more dominating. They are much more competitive than you are. You feel somewhere that okay, I am not good enough, or I am not very much competitive, or I should develop much more skills or something that sort. So you somewhere you come down to a state of sad feelings and then completely broken up and all. Then we have nine of swords. Again, a very bad card. You see, you're completely restless. You are not able to sleep during nights.
Nightmares.
Yeah, nightmares. A lot of nightmares. A completely very bad card. If if this is relating to a certain situation or something that sort. And then we have three of swords. Three of swords is somewhere wherein okay, we completely see okay, your heart is being broken, maybe by a loved one or some close people. But again, you see, I can say that okay, so if your heart is broken or if you're really stressful, just take some vacation, go out somewhere, just take a break, as Shwetank mentioned. So somewhere it will help you come out of that mental stress or mental thing that you are going through. Then we have this five of wands, which basically says that you are stressful or you are under a state of conflict because of people around you. This would be mainly because of close people or close friends or your siblings or your family members. Then we have this card, seven of wands. This basically says okay, you are under state of stress, but somewhere you are rising above all of them, so need not worry much about these both cards. So basically we see all the swords cards here. So I would not say that in a reading we should have sword card. It is best to avoid sword cards.
Right. Now, of course, you discussed about a lot of different cards and all of them relate. For example, you discussed about this relating to nightmares and things like that. In palmistry also, we have certain signs which can indicate towards nightmares, and that's of course related to moon, because moon is what comes out in the night. And when you see a lot of vertical lines, random in structure, it does indicate towards nightmares. And you also talked about another line where the person was physically stressed. Right now, the physical stress is more so seen on the Venus. Okay, it can be seen more on the Venus at times, and that's about it. And mental stress is seen on this line, and the emotional stress here. So you talked about a person getting emotionally disappointed and having stressful situations. That is more so seen in the heart line, having a small bubble or having a small island, or even the bigger the island, the more the stress, the lesser the island or the smaller the island, the smaller the stress is. So that is how it correlates and helps. If someone comes for a palm reading, and if he wants to know exactly why the stress is, at times it becomes difficult, and I think tarot would support it very well in such situations. If suppose the heart comes out, then I would be more so interested in trying to find out what's wrong in this line. So that is how both of the tarot and palmistry complement each other and help each other, support each other, and of course a person can get to know about himself or herself in a much more brief, precise and exact manner. So that is all from us for now. Catch you soon. Take care. Bye bye.